All right, everybody. So today we're going to talk about something a little fun. So this franchise is something that you may or may not have heard, and it's considered dead media. So we're going to talk about why it's considered dead media and how it's technically not considered dead media. So we're going to talk about Mutant League, the cartoon. So this cartoon right here, it's a very good cartoon. Now, one of the reasons why it's considered dead media is that the cartoon aired in the 90s, and once it aired in the 90s, they released one VHS tape of this cartoon, and that was it. That was it. 40 episodes, one tape, no reruns, nothing has it. No one knows who has the rights. Like, we don't know if it's EA, we don't know what. But let me give you a little bit of a rundown. So Mutant League is a cartoon that is based off the video games Mutant League Football and Mutant League Hockey, okay, which is by EA. And the cartoon is pretty great. Like, if you look at the roster of all the actors and the actresses, you don't know any of these names. Like, you know, one name has the last name Nimoy, and that's Leonard Nimoy's cousin or something like that. But everybody else in this roster, no idea. And matter of fact, these episodes are so sporadic, you can't even find them on YouTube. Like, you can find like a few episodes, but never all 40. And the reasoning why is that whoever the mysterious copyright holder is, they strike down videos every now and then. So literally, someone has the rights, but no one has the rights, in a sense. So the show never made to DVD. It never made to Blu-ray. Never made back on TV. It's not on any streaming services. It's on a random streaming service in Canada. They got the entire show in Canada, which is how I was able to get the whole thing. And it's really, really weird to see a corporation lock up the rights to a franchise like this, but they're not the only ones this has happened to. There are plenty of franchises out there that the rights are technically in limbo. So, for example, Mummy's Alive, or Mighty Max, or the Swamp Thing cartoon is hysterically like that. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is another one. Creepy Crawlers is another one. And a lot of these shows, it's like the rights were sold years ago and no one knows who they belong to. A lot of the master tapes, which is what they use to air on TV, are gone or missing. And in this case, someone actually found the master tapes in Canada, for example. These tapes were missing for years, and this came up maybe about like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. The tapes just magically appeared. And because of that, I was able to find Mutant League and put it on. I was able to get on Blu-ray, and it really blew my mind because I've had a animation cell in my house for the last like 15 years of when someone sold all the animation cells from Mutant League. Like, they just dumped them on eBay one day, and I got a cell with almost all the major characters on it, which is pretty awesome. But that kind of stuff never happens. So what's interesting about this is that this entire show is about mutants, it's about toxins, it's about players' rights, it's about corrupt politics that are involved in sports, all of it. It's a really, really, really good show. And they have different themes, everything from sexism to racism to like bias to orphanages to money laundering, all of it. This show covers so much, and it's such a really, really, really good show. It was in my top 10 favorite cartoons for years. And then I finally got it back. And what's really crazy is that this show pretty much locked up everyone's career involved. The musician who made the music for this cartoon is on YouTube, but no one knows who they are. Like, I found them. After doing some research, I was able to find them and have a conversation with them. And if you're interested in that, I'll drop the link in the bio for them. But it's really crazy to see this dead media that wasn't dead, but it was dead. It's like the franchise was successful. Like, it was on TV for over 2 years. but it wasn't successful enough for the companies that owned the rights to it, and they just never touched it again. You can find toys for it. You can find the cartoon. They got like a couple of like little comics in England, but that's it. Like the franchise just like disappeared, and it's really crazy because like I was on a hunt for years trying to find this franchise, and I was able to find it recently thanks to the master tapes showing up in Canada and them uploading them all online. But you can't access that online unless you live in Canada. Like, it's restricted. And I'm sure that's because they don't want to, they don't want to get sued by whoever the right owners are or whatever. But it's absolutely crazy. And I would really recommend this to anyone that wants to watch this cartoon, because there's so much history behind what happened, about how this cartoon just dropped off the grid. It's all about like rights manipulation. It's all about like companies taking advantage of their IPs, and who knows? Like I don't understand why or how, but this cartoon was a lost, dead franchise that just magically reappeared. And if you ever look into it, almost the exact same thing happened to Cartoon Stone Protectors. They found the tapes, the master tapes, in like Europe, like Eastern Europe, had them, but they were destroyed in most of the West as well as the USA. But we were able to get it on DVD because of that. So there's a lot of cartoons from the 80s and 90s that are considered lost media, and it's really a shame because not all of it is on YouTube. Like Barnyard Commandos only has 4 episodes out of 12 that survived, and you can't get the other ones. Like, they're not on VHS, not on DVD. Like, we've never been able to find them. So it really makes me wish that we can find more of these, because there's a few lost medias that I really want to watch again. I really want to watch Creepy Crawlers, and I really want to watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That was a fun cartoon. And of course, Barnyard Commanders was pretty awesome. I mean, who doesn't like pigs with rocket launchers on their backs? I mean, it's just common sense. So yeah, if you ever heard of a cartoon that you have no idea whatever happened to it, feel free to comment about it, because I would love to hear from everyone on like, what's a cartoon you remember as a kid that no one else knows or no one else remembers, and you can't understand why. So, all right, everybody, I'm signing out. Harry, H. Colas 1 Gaming. Feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Appreciate it.